Hello again, Wired fam. Hope everybody's doing well. So today, in part 4 of our Becoming a Better Crappie Angler series, we're going to talk about location. Location, location, location. So not only are we going to talk about location of offshore structure, we're going to talk about location of laydowns, location of docks, just location. Where can we go find crappie consistently? Where are our hot spots, if you will? So stick with us. We'll be right back. It's going to be a good one. We're going to try to teach you something I think you'll enjoy. All right, Wired fam, welcome back. So we are on the lake today, okay? But we're probably not going to be catching any fish today. Today is about showing you guys where to start to locate fish, okay? So where do you start? Not even necessarily a new lake, but the lake that you've been fishing for years. Where are those hot spots? Where are those travel routes? Where are those corridors at, okay? So let's say, you know, I want you to think of your lake as such. I want you to imagine, okay, that your main river channel is like your interstate for fish, okay? Your creek channels that branch off of that main river channel are like your state highways, okay? And then your little feeder creeks, your secondary creeks off those creek channels, those are your neighborhood roads, or, you know, your city roads, just kind of run around roads, if you will. So, you know, if you're going on a long trip, or you're transitioning from one town to another, okay, you're gonna jump on the interstate, you're gonna phew, as fast as you can, go right down to the next town to go visit family for Thanksgiving, which is coming up, right? So again, you're gonna want, that was probably a dead goose. Okay then, so you're gonna want to jump on that interstate. You're gonna want to go right down as fast as you can to your family's house for Thanksgiving, eat you some good food, and come back. Fish are the same way. Crappie are the same way. They use that main river channel like an interstate, like a highway, okay? Like a super highway. So they're going to run up and down that main river. All right, they're going to use that main river, that ledge, if you will, okay, to find, or to move from location to location, area to area quickly. Now, when those fish begin to transition, okay, let's say those fish are transitioning for spawn, those fish are transitioning for fall, which right now we got fall transition going on. Actually, I came out today and fished and caught them in 5 foot of water. You guys will see that video. Docks in 5 foot of water, guys. So anyway, you'll see that video come out later. But those fish are going to use those creek channels, okay? They're going to come off the main river. They're going to hit those state routes, those state highways, and they're going to move in the creeks. They're going to start moving back in the creeks, okay? And then as it gets even cooler, like it is now, 63-degree water, they're going to start hitting those secondary creek channels, and they're going to move back in on these flats and in these bays, and they're going to start setting up in this shallow water. So I say that to say this, okay? Let me put an avionics up here. All right. So again, you can see your main river channel here. You can see your creeks that branch off the main river. Then you see some secondary feeder creeks in this picture. Okay. So those fish, they're going to move up and down. They're going to use those creek. They'll rather use that creek channel, or they'll use that ledge. Okay. When I say ledge, it's that edge of that creek channel where it comes up, that rise or that fall in that creek channel. And they're going to use that to transition. Okay. So if you're a crappie fisherman and you're trying to locate crappie, you're going to want to run those edges, those ledges, if you will. That's what people call a ledge. Okay, it doesn't have to necessarily be a 30-foot ledge. It can be a 3-foot ledge, but they're going to use that to travel. That's going to be their travel corridors, their travel paths, okay? So following those creek channels, following those edges, you're going to locate structure and you're going to locate fish. Now, where if we're, let's say, like in the fall of the year, like right now, where are we going to find those fish when they transition and go shallow? Okay, Matt, where are they at? Well, you're going to want the first 3 or 4 docks in a creek, okay? And I'm fishing super, super shallow today, but you're going to want the first 3 or 4 docks in that creek with that, you know, enough water to hold fish, but not too deep. You're not going to look for that 15, 20-foot dock. You're going to look for that 5 to 10-foot dock, first few docks in the creek, and you're going to want it to be somewhat close to that creek channel. The creek channel side of that cove is where those fish are going to set up first, is on the creek channel side, the deeper side, if you will. So get back in those creeks, find that deeper side, find those fish, and you should be able to put a limit in the boat. Okay, now let's talk about flats. Okay, let's throw this to summer. Throw this to summer crappie fishing. Let's talk about flats and points. Okay, summer crappie fishing, flats and points are really, really, really good areas to find fish. Now, when I say flats, I'm talking flats on the main lake, and I'll show you a few here. Okay, so I'll show you a few flats on the main lake right here in Navionics. You got one here, you got a couple here. So, you know, you're looking for a main lake flat, and you're looking for structure on that flat. Okay, you're gonna get up on that flat, and you want to try to find brush. You're gonna run your boat, go back and forth, and locate some brush on flats. It's gonna be great winter areas. Okay, those 12 to 15 foot flats on the main lake, great wintering areas, great summer areas. You can really catch a lot of fish. So flats are a great area to look for. Okay, points. Let's talk about points. Points are really, really, really good areas for crappie. Crappie like that depth change just like any other fish would, but they also like structure. So crappie will set up on just a point, okay, without structure on it, but most of the time you find a point with structure on it, you're gonna find crappie. Okay, so again, hope that helps. Those are some areas. Let's look a little bit more here. Let's look at some of the areas. Let me circle some things for you here. Pull up a Navionics again. So here's a creek, main channel into a creek. We've got creek channels, which I've circled. Then we've got docks, which I've circled the ones I'll start looking at. Okay, and then you've got your points, your interior points, your main channel points. Okay, main lake points, that's the first point coming in a creek. Interior points are always good if you can find structure on them. Those are areas you want to look for. Okay, you want to try to eliminate water before you put your boat in the lake. Okay, and then have a game plan of where to go those high percentage areas. Okay, those high percentage areas to find structure and find fish. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys. Get on that Navionics. Look at your lake before you go to the lake. Okay, guys, go explore the lake at home, laying in bed, or sitting at the table, or on the couch, or wherever. Explore that lake. Okay, figure out where those high percentage areas are, and then go to the lake and take what you've learned, take what you've seen on Navionics, look in those areas, and you'll find fish. Creek channels are always a good bet. Up and down those creek channels, up and down those creek channels. Okay, guys? So, again, I appreciate you guys for watching. As always, God bless. Next week, we're going to take what we learned this week, and we're going to go to the lake, and we're going to take these units, okay, and we're going to run the creek channels, and I'll show you guys what some structure looks like. I'll show you guys areas that I'm looking for. We'll show you guys the map. We'll show you just the actual footage of this thing running, and we'll show you where those fish are located right now. Okay, so I appreciate it. As always, God bless you guys. Stay tuned. Catch us on the next one. Check out the live on Wednesday night, and make sure you subscribe before you leave, because we're going to teach you guys a lot more. We're also going to get into techniques. Okay, so we're going to get into techniques here in the next couple weeks, and we're going to start talking about trolling. We're going to start talking about fishing brush. We're going to start talking, probably go back and talk dock shooting a little bit. Probably go back and talk, I'll probably show you guys planer boards here soon. Okay, so we're going to start talking techniques. Need to learn a lot of different techniques if you're going to be a crappie fisherman, because they always set up different. Okay, so looking forward to it. Again, God bless. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.